What is up, family? Oh my God, man, coming to y'all with another video, man. It's been 10 months since I dropped the video, and a lot has happened in my life since I dropped the last video about 10 months ago, man. I think I was in Sasua then. But since then, man, you can see I'm back in the ATL, man. I had to come back, man. I was about to do some crazy things in the DR, man, but life changed, man. Like they say, man, you make plans and God laughs at you and makes his own plans. And he made some other plans for me in life. So, yeah, I'm back here in the A, man. Long story short, man, I was a kind of a digital nomad. I was working remotely, and I was able to pretty much live anywhere in the world because as long as I had an internet connection, a pretty good internet connection, I was good wherever I was at. So that changed all of a sudden. They started this back to the office initiative, and first it was one day a month, then it turned into a day a week, and then 2 days a week. So I ran out of excuses and lies, so I had to come back to the States, man, or just quit the job. And at the time, I wasn't ready to quit the job, so I came on back. It was good that I came back too, man. A lot of the stuff that I had left here in the hands of family and friends, like my rental properties, a couple of my side hustles and stuff, was starting to slip. My son, I have a 14-year-old son. He was acting like a 14-year-old, well, 13, I'm sorry, 13-year-old son who was starting to act like a 13-year-old. So Pop needed to be around a little bit more. Not that I didn't talk to him every day via, Messenger and, stuff like that, but it doesn't replace being here, man, and looking in their face and seeing what's going on with them daily. So it's good that I'm back for him too. So yeah, back in the States, man, working. And the big news is the reason I'm cranking the channel back up is I'm actually retiring this year. So I'll be letting corporate America go because I got back, man. And like I said, man, after living abroad and I had been down in the DR for almost a year and a half, and off and on hitting a couple other countries in between. I think I got some videos up from when I went to the Bahamas and Costa Rica. But man, after doing that, man, it's hard to come back and just start working again. And going into an office, man, and dealing with people, man. Not that, man. And then I got a cool, group of guys that I work with. A lot of them are the same like me, kind of upset that they had to come back because we've been working for the company. I've been at the company for about 24 years, 25 years, and we've been working from home for the last 15. And I just been working abroad for the last 4. So, coming back to what we really know is the rat race was real hard, man. I ain't even gonna lie, just readjusting. And I wasn't going into the office even when I came back. I went in maybe once a month. Then, they started sending out notices and stuff where they were gonna start reprimanding people if they didn't come in once a week. So I started going in once a week. And I was doing shit like going in, hit the badge, boom, go get a cup of coffee, boom, and I was out. So I was already not in it. If I had something scheduled that I was doing during the week or that day, I might sit there and do it. But I might have spent the hour in there even on the days that I did go in. So I wasn't really into it. So after being back, because like I said, man, I think 10 months has been the last time since I put a video out. Man, I've been back and forth down to the DR. I went to Costa Rica a couple times. I've been over to Belize, and I'm gonna start dropping some of that content. Cause I actually took my girlfriend and my son to the DR, and we did some hanging out in some areas that people think is not family areas, but if you want to do the family thing, it's a lot of family things to do, and you'll see it when I drop that video. But we went back down there, and I've been a couple of places since then, so I'll drop those videos. But like I said, man, after being living abroad, man, and better food, and I ain't gonna say better people, just a different culture, and going to the other countries and seeing different cultures, man, I'm hooked. So I went ahead and told the people, look, this June I'm gonna retire, and just go on my separate way, cause I can't do it. I ain't even got my heart in it, man. So I like giving 100% when I am working. So I'm not giving that 100% no more. So I said, let me go on and let it go, and then started making plans for that because I'm at the right age now. I'm 50. I'll be 59 in this summer, so I can pull my retirement without any penalties and fees. Even with the rule of 55, I don't have to wait until I'm 59. But I just kept working because it was a cool job and shit until I had to start coming back in. So once that came in, and like I said, man, after being gone for a while, man, it just wasn't the same. So I'm cutting it loose, man, and that's the big announcement that I'm letting everybody know that's on the channel, man. I'm coming back, man. The people that were, rocking with me and shit. I'm a part. I kind of was steering my channel at being a part of the travel community, which I wasn't. I didn't feel as I was one of the passport bros because I was, doing other shit that's not associated with that group, which I think they got a bad rap anyway. But I was kind of like a solo dude. I got introduced to the countries by females. A female introduced me to the Sosua Cabarete area. I went down there with her, so I really didn't know 100% of what was going on. Of course, I'd heard a little bit back in, I guess, the early 2020s and shit like that, 2019s. But so I didn't, associate myself with the passport bro movement or get in on any of that. As far as putting those type of videos out. But I was living a life what you would consider to be a passport bro, because at the time I had split up with my current girlfriend now, and I was just doing whatever. But I didn't know it was being labeled as no passport bro shit. So I didn't give a damn about that. Then when it started getting popular, I definitely distanced myself from it because I saw how they were associating that with some stuff that I thought was negative. And if you go back and look at my videos, I didn't ever promote, a lot of the stuff that they were saying that the passport bros were. I promoted more culture. So that's what my channel is going to get back to. I'm going to drop videos of, a little bit of everything, man. I'm going to probably be all over the place with, finance stuff. Definitely talking about the retirement and the stages of going through that. I got a video I'm going to drop after this one about, how I'm feeling about, going into retirement. Why I think I'm prepared to go into retirement, how I'm gonna sustain myself in retirement, talk about the Medicare stuff and like that. So, but it won't be a retirement channel. You know what I'm saying? That'll be part of some of the stuff I drop because I don't think I can come up with enough content to just talk about retirement all the time, or enough content to just come up and talk about travel all the time. It'll just be, pretty much like how the title of my channel is, ATL Old Head. Just some old head stuff that I'm going through that hopefully I can help some young heads that's coming up to, prepare themselves for, where I am now. I'm not going to tell them to do the exact same thing that I did to get here, but it's some tried and true stuff that you can do that's, just globally documented. If you, save this kind of way, invest this kind of way, you can get to a point to where when you're tired like I am and not wanting to go into the office no more, to a good job, I'm talking about a real good job, you can say, man, fuck it, I'm straight. And that's pretty much where I'm at with it. I'm straight. I don't really have to go into no office, and I ain't no filthy rich dude. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I'm gonna be in retirement throwing money in the club and buying Bentleys and Jaguars and shit like that. No, I'm gonna probably get me a nice little truck, something, a Toyota or a Lexus or something like that I know that's gonna last me, because the car that I drive now, I had 26 years. So the next shit I'm getting, I hope it's going to last me 26 more years, because I'm not really a big driver like that now. Anyway, the most driving I'll be doing is picking up my son. So that'll be some of my video content too. How I'm dealing with retirement, how I'm dealing with a teenager, how I'm, still going to be traveling. I got a trip coming up to Brazil coming up real soon. Coming back, then I'm taking my son and my nephew them to Florida for their spring break, and then back to the DR. Then back to Costa Rica, and that's trips already booked and paid for. So it'll have a little bit of travel in it. So my folks that's been rocking with me continue to rock with me. Like I said, I've been away for a while. I just been living, man. I've really been having a ball, man. Other than coming back and having to go into the office, everything else has been wonderful. You see Atlanta now is booming. I can't wait till the summer, because this place here is Centennial Yards and all that stuff behind the Mercedes-Benz Plaza. It's got a lot of new places coming up. I can't wait, because I live in this area over here. I got a couple of properties over here. I'm going to talk about that, how I'm dealing with my rental properties. I got a grown son that's living in one of them. I might throw that out there. So, my channel's going to be all over the place. So if you just need somewhere to come and park, Like I said, I ain't gonna be trying to sell you nothing. I ain't got no products. I ain't got nothing out there. It's just gonna be me, trying to help somebody along the way and see how I made it to where I made it into this retirement life. I got 6 months. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm nervous about cutting it loose, but shit, like I said, I think I'm ready. And I ain't, like I said, I ain't no filthy rich dude. I won't talk to you about numbers as far as dollar amounts, but I tell you about percentages. For example, I might say, well, damn, I'm really trying to just make about 8 to 12% on my investments that I currently have, and I'm gonna probably pull 6%. I ain't gonna tell you I'm pulling $1.5 million out and 35,000 this month. Nah, we ain't gonna get into numbers like that because I want everybody to be able to relate with the percentages of how money works, and how you can live off your money, because that's basically what I'm gonna be doing now, is living off the investments that I made over the last. I came out of school in '88, so that's about 38 years of working, and all that has come to this right here. Well, I'm proud to say I can cut corporate America loose. I can cut loose a lot of hustles that I had to deal with the public. There were some pretty good hustles, but like I said, I don't have to deal with those no more. And now I'm going into a no more investing phase, but into a spending phase and enjoying retirement. And like I said, I'll look back so I can reach back to teach some to come this way, and then I'll show you how I'm really living this shit. And like I said, I won't be selling you a damn thing. Just come on with the ride. Hit the likes, share it a little bit if you know some people that it might help. But that's where I'm taking the channel to. I'm glad to be back. Glad to have a little time to be able to do this. Like I said, this will be one of my hobbies. I will not be selling you nothing. I will not be trying to beg you for likes and shares. Just like it and share it if you want somebody else to get some of this knowledge. So this is a ride. Me and my son, I just picked him up from school. That's why I was waiting so long. He was coming from the Chick-fil-A. So we're headed home right now. But you see Atlanta, it's booming, man. So I can't wait till the summer so we can really enjoy the city and get back out on the scooters. If you look at some of the older videos, we got scooter rides out there. But this is the ATL. Old head, man. Y'all start rocking with me. Share and like the video, man, to get some people to follow the channel so it can get out, man, so I can teach folks how to get to where I'm at right now. A old head, chilling, finna live off their money. Peace.